Okay, the reason I'm here today is because I'm want to do a complaint against the sheriff's department for three individuals who unlawful did a traffic stop illegally, and I have a recording here so you guys could hear part of the story, because I guess there's only 3 minutes here, so I don't know what else to say. But I wish there's a better training for this office or the sheriffs to be more accountable for what they're doing, because it seems they're making the unbearable loss and it's causing harm to people that live here. My car got impounded because of a nonsense excuse that was made by the sheriff's department. And this is what he's saying.
They emailed me a file that's 26 pages long. It has my Florida seller's title on it. It has my bill of sale. It has all the acknowledgments that I'm acknowledging that vehicle is salvaged. I'm buying it and bringing it to California. I did all that. And I went to DMV. Guess what happened at DMV? To put it under my name, I had to pay a ton of fees. I had to get it inspected. I had to get a brake inspection, light inspection. I'm sure you're familiar with that.
But you're talking about salvage cars. Salvage car was a big problem. You know, I don't even. You have to even go through the CHP. You have to verify.
Educate you so you know.
I know that what he's saying about the salvage titles. But this is not a salvage title. This is a whole different story. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing to her?
She has to sign paperwork. She's trying to
Okay,
leave.
Damari, Jamie.
She cannot leave.
Gemma.
After his daughter was pulled over and detained, Ricardo Casillas arrived at the scene to talk to the sheriffs.
About what I said about salvage, so they give you a package.
But I didn't get no package. I am saying what he's saying. That's a difference.
Here's what's going to happen. She's going to get a citation for Vehicle Code Section 4000A1. Right? Says when you purchase a vehicle, it has to be registered under your name within 10 days.
Okay.
Right? It's been 7 months.
Okay.
Because you went to DMV.
You give her the ticket for that.
Get a ticket,
and we'll
and that car.
Why are you gonna tow it?
In the recording, you can hear him being cited for California Vehicle Code 4000A1. Generally, this is a fix-it ticket, where the violation is dismissed after proof of valid registration. You can also hear the sheriff stating that the reason for tow is California Vehicle Code 2265101A. When the vehicle is found or operated on a highway, any public land, or an off-street parking facility, with registration expired over 6 months before the vehicle was found or operated. Any vehicle towed under this section may only be released upon proof of current registration and driver's license, all of which you can hear Mr. Casillas saying he has.
Why are you gonna tow it? It doesn't have no expired registration.
I just told you why.
Why?
I just told you why.
Jamie, but why are you gonna try? Why you try to tow the car? This is the only car that we have right now for her to go to work.
The paperwork started.
Why are you gonna tow the car for?
He's explaining
Look,
to you.
I'm
Why?
explaining to you one more time.
Listen,
But why are you gonna tow the
come
car
here,
for?
come here.
Hey.
You're talking to him.
Well, no, I wanna.
Come here.
Okay, you're gonna get a paperwork for it.
Okay, you
You're
give her
gonna
a
know why.
ticket. That's it.
That's it.
You can't tow the car. Why are you gonna tow it?
Why
It
not?
doesn't have no expired registration.
Why not?
But it doesn't have expired registration.
Why not?
It doesn't have an expired registration.
Just explain it to you.
Okay, it doesn't have expired registration. If you look at it, there's no expired registration. If it would have expired registration, it would be a total different story.
So we're gonna start from your daughter gets pulled over. She calls you, and you drive to her to show that you do have registration for the car.
There was a registration already in the car.
Okay.
Oh, and there was all the things that are required by law, like registration, insurance, whatever they want, it was in the car. But since the guys, my daughter told me to bring all the paperwork, related to the car. So I got all the paperwork and I drove over there. And then she told me it happened to get on 5th and East Street. So it happened somewhere right here, close by. So when I got there, the officers start telling me that how do I got the car and all these bunch of questions. And I say, okay, about the car. The car just it has a registration. It's not expired, this and that. So that's when he started telling me, if you hear the video, he starts telling me about a salvage title, something that's not even related to my car. Salvage title is a whole different story. You know, my car has a clean title, and it had a valid registration, and that was the reason I had a concern, because he was trying coming up with a salvage title. He's trying to educate me with a salvage title, something that happened to him, and then he got a car from out of state, something that's not even out of state car, mine cousin. So he was kind of putting his experience towards my tours, putting it in, like make it seem like it was the same thing happened to him. I had to do the same thing to my car. That's when I told him to call Supervisor, and that's when the sergeant got there. I thought that sergeant was gonna be able to fix this whole situation, since it was a girl. Her last name I think was P. Reese something, because I seen it on the picture. But when she got there, I tried to explain to her, but it seems like they were talking to each other, and somehow it sounded like they buddies. And then next thing you know, I tried to explain my thing with facts, with evidence, something that she didn't even bother to see it. She didn't want to see it. She just wanted me to listen to the officer.
How much have you spent? Because you had to go get your car, right? Because they towed your car. So you went to the DMV, you changed the name, and then did you get your car out of the impound?
I got it out the next day.
How much money have you spent so far on this?
Well, all this together,
All together.
well, all this going back and forth, and probably like $1,300 out of pocket.
Today you spoke to the Board of Supervisors. You also spoke to a deputy today. He suggested that you speak to the internal affairs to talk about this issue, so they could look into it. What do you hope to get out of this? You came to the Board of Supervisors.
Well,
Obviously somebody spoke to you and they're telling you how to go about it. What do you want to happen after this?
well, I want them to be accountable for what they did, first of all, because what they did was wrong. Somehow, I wish it doesn't happen to nobody, because the way we live here in the city, we always have to be dealing with the stress over the poverty, finding a way to not become homeless, finding a way to obey the law and everything, and try to do everything right. And I try to educate my kids on that. And it seems that the persons that now they're actually the ones that are enforcing the law are actually breaking the law. How is it gonna work for us? How can I trust them? That's why I told the lieutenant, how can I trust them? I'm scared of going over there right now. He tell me to go over there. I said, what's gonna happen? They're gonna try to harass me and arrest me for any other reason, because that's what they did. They impounded my car for no reason. I could fight the ticket, because what they did is wrong, and the ticket could be dismissed no matter what. My car got impounded. I lost from going to work. I lost a lot of things because of a bad judgment of the deputy. And I don't want to say in generally, because I know that there's good deputies and good officers, because I talked to them before. And that's why I told them, if there's a way you guys could retrain all these deputies, and if they have to have a disciplinary action, or they have to find a way to send resource for new training and all that stuff, there should be a way, because I'm not looking to have how do you say, to keep happening to somebody else.
Yeah.
And if I could do a change, maybe it might work, it might not work, but I'm here.
If you've ever felt unjustly targeted by an officer of the law, you can file a report through the Internal Affairs Division of the Law Enforcement Agency.